Construction worker Tony thought he was just doing routine night security duty in Manhattan that evening. When he saw a large metallic craft descending from the sky while working alone at the high-rise building construction site, he initially thought it was a helicopter. That was until he realized the object was beginning to land at the construction site and wasn't making any rotor sounds. Welcome to Shelley's Mystery Files. Today I'm going to share with you a story about an extraordinary encounter that took place in the heart of Manhattan, witnessed by a construction worker during his night shift. Tony, could you first introduce yourself and tell us what assignment you were on that night?
Hello, Shelley. I'm Tony Rodriguez, 45 years old, and I've been working in the construction industry in New York for 15 years. I do heavy equipment operation and night security duties. That night, November 12th, 2021, I was on night shift security at a 42-story office building construction in downtown Manhattan. Normally a quiet assignment, site protection, equipment monitoring, basic safety checks.
What kind of environment was the Manhattan downtown construction site, and what exactly were your night security duties? Was there any unusual activity that night?
The construction site is approximately a 2-acre area surrounded by other high-rise buildings. Night duties include hourly site perimeter checks, equipment security, incident reporting. The site is full of valuable equipment, cranes, bulldozers, steel materials. That night started completely normal. No unusual activity, perfect, clear October night.
What was the layout of the construction site, and which areas did you normally patrol? Did you have any technology equipment?
The site has a rectangular layout, main construction area in the center, temporary buildings on the perimeter. Security trailer is in the northeast corner. From there, the entire site is visible. Basic equipment: two-way radio, flashlight, security cameras for monitoring, cell phone for emergency contact, clipboard for documentation.
When did the first unusual sighting occur, and what did you initially see? Was it different from normal helicopter traffic?
At approximately 2:30 during a routine patrol, I noticed a bright light overhead. Initially, I thought it was an NYPD helicopter, common in the area. But the movement pattern was wrong, too slow, too controlled. No normal helicopter noise, complete silence. It was maintaining position perfectly above the construction site.
Was this silent operation immediately concerning? Had you observed this type of behavior in your previous experience?
Very unusual. In 15 years of construction experience, I've seen all types of aircraft: helicopters, planes, drones. Always noise, always predictable flight patterns. This object was completely silent, hovering motionless like it was suspended in air. Definitely not standard aircraft behavior.
What was the detailed appearance of the object as it became more visible? Can you describe the size, shape, and distinctive features?
It was a large metallic craft, estimated 80 to 100 feet in diameter. Circular shape with a slightly domed center. The surface was very smooth, no visible seams or panels. Perimeter lights were pulsing slowly, blue to white pattern. The center light was much brighter, illuminating the entire construction site like daylight.
How did the site illumination affect visibility? Could you make a size comparison of the object with the construction equipment?
The illumination was incredible, brighter than all the construction floodlights combined. The object was approximately the same diameter as our main crane's working radius. It was a massive craft, dwarfing the largest equipment on site. The light was so bright, shadows were sharply defined, everything was clearly visible.
What did you observe when the object began to descend? How did it handle the landing approach?
The descent was very controlled, very gradual. No air disturbance, no dust kicked up like a helicopter would cause. It was approaching the main construction area where the foundation work was completed. Landing legs or supports extended from the craft's bottom, 3 metallic appendages.
The landing legs extension is a fascinating detail. Could you observe the mechanical operation? Were there any sound effects?
Completely silent mechanical operation. The landing legs extended smoothly, no hydraulic sounds, no mechanical noise. Very advanced engineering, unlike any construction equipment I've seen. The legs appeared to be telescoping, adjusting to ground contours automatically.
Were there any physical effects on the site when the craft actually touched down? Ground disturbance, equipment interference?
The touchdown was very gentle, no ground shaking, no dust. But electromagnetic effects started immediately. Site security cameras were flickering, the two-way radio had static. Construction equipment with electronics was acting strange. My cell phone was completely dead, my watch stopped.
Was the electronic interference pattern familiar? Had you experienced previous electrical issues at the site?
I'd never experienced such comprehensive electronic failure. Individual equipment problems are occasional, but simultaneous multiple system interference is unusual. The pattern suggested a powerful electromagnetic field emanating from the craft.
How did the craft's behavior change after it landed? Was there an increase in activity?
After touchdown, the craft's lights dimmed to a softer glow. It appeared to power down to standby mode. Then an opening appeared in the craft's side, a large oval doorway with a ramp extending to the ground. Interior light spilled out, very bright white illumination.
How did it feel to observe this opening and ramp extension? Did you consider approaching?
Absolutely terrifying, but fascinating. Every instinct said, stay back, maintain distance. But the curiosity was overwhelming. 15 years in construction, I'd never seen technology like this. I stayed approximately 100 feet away at a good vantage point from the security trailer area.
Did you observe any activity from the interior? Was there any figures or movement?
Initially, no activity, just bright interior light. Then movement became visible, tall, thin figures moving inside the craft. I couldn't see detailed features from that distance, but they were clearly not human proportions. Too tall, too thin, movements too fluid.
What were the movement characteristics of these figures? How were they different from human locomotion?
The movement was very smooth, almost floating in appearance. No heavy footsteps like construction workers. They seemed to glide rather than walk. Coordination was perfect, like choreographed, very efficient, purposeful movement patterns.
Did the figures exit the craft? Did you observe ground-level activity?
Yes, 3 figures emerged down the ramp. They immediately began examining the construction equipment, cranes, bulldozers, steel beams. Very methodical inspection, like conducting a technical survey. They were using unknown instruments, scanning the equipment.
How did you interpret this technical inspection activity? Did it seem like scientific research?
Definitely a scientific approach. Not random curiosity, very systematic examination. They were particularly interested in heavy machinery, construction methods, building materials, like engineers studying human construction technology.
Can you give more details about the figure's size and physical characteristics?
Approximately 7 to 8 feet tall, very thin build. Large heads proportionate to their height, long limbs. Their clothing or suits appeared metallic, form-fitting. No visible tools or equipment carried, but they used handheld scanning devices.
How did the scanning devices operate? Were there light emissions or effects?
The devices emitted focused light beams like advanced laser measurers. They scanned equipment surfaces, structural supports, material samples. The beam color changed, blue, green, white, possibly different scanning modes.
How long did this scanning activity continue? Did the figures examine other areas?
The examination lasted approximately 45 minutes. They covered the entire construction site methodically. They were particularly interested in the foundation work, steel framework, crane operations, very thorough documentation of human construction methods.
Did they approach you or attempt interaction? Did they show awareness of your presence?
They were clearly aware of my presence, but non-threatening. They occasionally glanced toward the security trailer and continued their work. No direct approach or communication attempt. They seemed focused on technical study, not human interaction.
How did this non-threatening awareness feel? Did your fear level change over time?
Initial terror was gradually replaced by fascination. Their behavior was clearly scientific, non-aggressive, like researchers conducting a field study. I was still nervous but had growing curiosity about their advanced technology and scanning methods.
Did you observe behavior changes toward the conclusion of the activity? Departure preparation?
After completing the site survey, the figures returned to the craft methodically. Equipment scanning was finished, the ramp retracted, the opening sealed. The craft's lights increased in brightness, preparing for departure sequence.
How did the departure sequence proceed? What were the takeoff characteristics?
Extremely smooth departure. The landing legs retracted. The craft rose vertically without sound. No air disturbance, no dust, no exhaust. It accelerated upward rapidly and disappeared into the night sky within seconds.
How was the electronic systems recovery post-departure? Was the timing significant?
Immediately after the craft disappeared, all electronics restored normal function. Security cameras were operational, radio was clear, cell phone was working, my watch restarted. Perfect correlation between the craft's presence and electronic interference.
How did you spend the remaining shift? Did you attempt to document the incident?
I spent the remainder trying to process the experience and document details while they were fresh. I wrote a detailed account, sketched the craft design, noted the timeline, but I was struggling with credibility concerns. Who would believe a construction worker's UFO story?
Did you consider reporting to your supervisor? Were there company protocols for unusual incidents?
The next day I mentioned an unusual aircraft near the site to my supervisor. I downplayed the details and focused on the security concern. No specific protocols for UFO encounters, obviously. I kept a detailed personal account but limited professional reporting.
What were the reactions from fellow construction workers? Did you try to share the experience?
I carefully shared with trusted colleagues. Mixed reactions, some interested, others skeptical. A few workers mentioned unusual lights on previous nights, but no detailed observations. The construction industry has practical people. Unusual claims are challenging.
Did you observe changes at the site on subsequent nights? Was there additional activity?
Increased awareness during following shifts. Occasional electronic glitches, unexplained equipment positioning changes. Nothing dramatic like the original encounter, but subtle anomalies continued. Possible ongoing observation activity.
How did this experience change your worldview? Was your technology perspective affected?
It completely changed my understanding of technology possibilities. 15 years in construction, I thought I understood engineering limits. This craft demonstrated capabilities far beyond human achievement. It was a humbling realization about technological advancement levels.
Was your construction technology expertise helpful in evaluating the craft design, engineering observations?
My construction background was definitely helpful in analyzing the craft's engineering. Landing leg design, structural support, material properties, all far superior to human engineering. Silent operation, electromagnetic effects, materials science beyond our capability.
Was sharing the experience with family and friends challenging? How were the credibility concerns?
Major credibility challenge. Family was supportive but concerned about professional implications. Friends had mixed reactions. A construction worker claiming a UFO encounter. Unfortunately, there's a stereotype about blue-collar reliability.
Was there an impact on your professional reputation? Were work relationships affected?
A careful disclosure strategy minimized professional impact. Trusted colleagues were respectful. Management was unaware of full details. The construction industry values reliability, so I maintained a low profile. Career protection was a priority.
Did you research similar construction site encounters? Could you find patterns?
I did extensive online research. Multiple similar accounts, construction workers, security guards reporting UFO activity at building sites. The pattern suggests interest in human construction methods and technology development.
Why might construction sites be attractive for this type of observation? Are there strategic advantages?
Construction sites are ideal observation locations, temporary activity, limited public access, diverse technology displayed. Perfect laboratory for studying human engineering capabilities, construction methods, technological progress.
Did you make changes in equipment or procedures after the experience? A different preparedness approach?
Enhanced documentation preparation. Camera equipment is now standard, detailed observation protocols, backup communication methods, extra batteries. I hope for a repeat encounter, but also professional protection.
How do you assess the possibility of a repeat encounter? Can you predict patterns?
Construction sites are rotating, different projects, different locations. It's hard to predict specific encounter sites, but the pattern suggests ongoing interest in human construction technology, possible repeat encounters at different sites.
Could advanced construction technology development affect encounter frequency?
Possible correlation. As human construction technology advances, interest level might increase. New materials, automated equipment, innovative techniques, all potentially interesting for technological observation.
Finally, what's your advice to construction workers who experience similar encounters?
Document everything possible, maintain professional composure, prioritize safety. Don't let fear prevent observation. It could be a historic opportunity. Share carefully, but don't suppress the truth. The construction community is stronger through honest reporting.
Tony, thank you for sharing this incredible construction site encounter with us. The construction worker perspective is very valuable for understanding this phenomena.
Thank you, Shelley. I hope my account encourages other construction professionals to report similar experiences. The building industry witnesses amazing technological demonstrations. Truth emerges through working people willing to share extraordinary encounters.
Tony Rodriguez's experience in Manhattan shows that UFO phenomena is also active in urban construction environments and possibly studying human engineering capabilities. The detailed technical observations from a professional with 15 years of construction expertise reveal how sophisticated these advanced craft are and how systematically they examine human technology. If you've had a similar experience or have questions about these topics, please share with us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Shelley's Mystery Files channel, and see you in our next mysterious story.